So, Kate, I just want to make sure that we have everything that we need as far as from your history and your examination results and everything, so that we completely understand what's going on and we can better, that way I can better assess, help your situation and everything. So, you've currently been having some low back pain, which has been going on for about a week. Um, Something that you're concerned about because it's preventing you from some of your daily routine activities, working out, such as your CrossFit routine, so your deadlifts, your squats that you said that you've been doing, and then as well as performing your job. You've got a high level job as far as working for Google, and you've been doing a lot of traveling, and also you have a conference coming up as well. That you're going to have to be traveling for that's got you pretty concerned. So I see what's going on here. And so this low back pain is something that's new to you. It hasn't been getting any better. Um, so things like bending forward and sitting for long periods of time, lunges, all of these motions and things make that pain worse. But while rest and some over-the-counter medications seem to help a little bit. But um, so I see everything that's going on here, and I totally understand your situation. I sympathize with you because I've been there before with some low back pain as well. But I feel like based off of the exam findings and your current situation with the traveling to New Zealand, the long flight there, and then the activities afterwards with the CrossFit activities and things, I believe what we've got going on here is some just a lumbar strain injury. Um, I know that you said that you were concerned and worried because people had said that was a disc issue, but based off of the exam findings and what you've been telling me and how you've presented, I really don't think that that's the issue. I think this lumbar strain is actually the issue because, um, sitting for long periods of time and then going into that CrossFit, you know, activity of the squats and deadlifts and stuff, kind of puts a real toll on the low back musculature, and so I feel like that's more of the probable cause for your low back pain. So I know that you've got a lot going on right now between your job and activities and such, but I just wanted to give you a couple recommendations to help kind of ease your pain a little more quickly throughout this process because I believe that you are a prime candidate for chiropractic care. So um, our perception of pain can be altered. Or even made worse whenever we're under certain stressors in our lives. So things like jobs, job stress and school stress and um, just daily life stress. A lot of that can build up and actually worsen our perception of pain. It can affect our sleep, our mood, so on and so forth. So, to better help you throughout this process of care, especially too, I know that you've got a lot coming up because you mentioned that meeting or conference that you've got, and you've got a presentation. So, um, I really want to be able to help you and to better help you um, as quickly as possible with all this coming up. I would just like to recommend that sleeping. One thing to help your sleep. I know that you mentioned that your sleeping habits have been kind of hit or miss here lately because of your low back pain. So your sleeping, the way that you sleep, I would recommend a pillow not only behind the your head and neck, but also behind your knees, so underneath your legs, um, and trying that because that will actually put your body in a more suitable and relaxing posture while you sleep, and so it'll also it'll create uh, sense of relaxation to that low back area because it's going to be in a better posture instead of how we're accustomed to sleeping, whether that's on our back or on our sides or on our stomach, whatever. Um, so that's very important. And then another thing that I'd like to recommend are some exercises to go with the chiropractic adjustment. So with that being said, um, these are going to help strengthen some areas as well as loosen some areas up. And what they're meant to do is to help the chiropractic adjustment and help your pain overall. So the first one that I would like to show you is a posterior pelvic tilt. So what we're going to do here is lay face up on the floor, and what we're essentially going to do here is we've got this open area with our low back. What we want to do is we want to flatten the low back. So by doing that, we're going to rotate the pelvis. So we're going to do that. We're going to lay face up, and we're going to flatten our back to the floor. The next exercise that I'd like to show is just a rotational back stretch. So we're going to be laying on the floor, same kind of position here. But what we're going to do, instead of flattening our back, is we're just going to allow our legs to rotate over. What that's going to do is it's going to work some of this anterior core musculature, but it's also going to stretch some of these low back muscles that could be causing some of your pain here. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that for a couple sets, couple reps here as well. And then the last one that I'd like to show you is a dead bug exercise. And again, we're going to be laying face up on the floor. And so what I want you to do, starting off, is to just bring the legs up and extend one leg at a time. And then after that, once you've gotten to a point that you can keep going, progress further, a little bit further, is we're going to do a cross crawl type of action. And we're going to do those for sets and reps, but that's going to strengthen the entire core musculature and just be able to help with your low back pain. And like I said, strengthen some areas and loosen some areas up just to help out with that pain. But I really think what we've got going on here is a good start. And we'll keep things in mind. We'll talk regularly every time you come in and adjust things properly as needed throughout this entire situation to help better you and your health and as well as your pain. So looking forward.